Welcome to this week's episode of Azentuary. We left off last time having successfully extracted the dragon teeth and making our way back towards the sun, the setting sun, perpetually setting sun, towards the home of Halia Brightaxe, Lady of the Fray, goddess of luck in battle.
Okay.
Yep, you're walking through the woods.
And we're walking.
Oh, are my wolf friends still around?
Investigation?
19.
Yeah, you climb up a tree and you kind of look around and listen, and you're like, "Yep, there they are, right there." They're messing with some like werebear who walked away from a party to take a pee.
Nice. Good for them.
Yep. But you guys are like buddies now, so they're just leaving you alone.
Aw, nice. I'll wave to the pack leader as we go on by.
You get a little yip yip.
Aw, cute. All right. I'm satisfied. We got closure.
Awesome. Well, onward. You guys just want to keep on walking?
Well, it depends. Are any of us like really damaged?
No,
I don't
not
think so. You guys evaded like everything.
Like you do.
We're skilled like that.
Yeah, I mean, if last time if you guys weren't talking your way out of something, you were finding some way to like duck, hide, evade, all that stuff.
You just opened the door, and then we closed it,
Exactly.
and then we passed without a trace.
So anyway, you work your way through the woods for a while, and eventually you catch kind of on the horizon the outline of, well, a house. A rather good-sized one, but a house nonetheless. And you recall, Halia did say, you'll know her place when you see it.
Does it look like her place? Do we know it?
Well, you don't know it. You have never seen it, but she did say just head towards the sun and eventually you would see, where she lived.
All right. Well, we'll assume that we're at the right place. So we'll go knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
You knock
on
and then the
wood.
door, classic creaking, swings open. Doesn't
Man,
appear to
someone
be
needs
anyone
to oil
there.
these hinges. For being the sister of Gon, she really doesn't have good maintenance on her structures.
I was thinking the same thing.
Right, so just creepy creep. There's nobody there though? That seems like
There
an
wasn't-
invitation. I barrel roll through the door.
All right, you barrel roll through the door and you're in the inner courtyard, which appears to be very well kept. And eventually, after a couple steps in, the main door swings open and Halia steps out. She goes,
Oh, it's you. My gate bell hinge alerted me.
Ah, so it is slightly inefficient, but also serves a function, Alpha.
Interesting.
she's like,
Inefficient? I had that thing custom built.
It squeaks, which
Yes.
would.
Perhaps that is simply just an unobtrusive way of notifying the interior without alerting people who are wishing to come in.
Exactly. Aha.
Smart. I think we should make better use of it in our world.
the Japanese did. I believe the Chinese before them even. They had custom built like boards in the houses, so when you walked it would play like a certain tune.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. It's how you would know if someone was trained to be there or if they were an intruder. You could just listen.
That's smart.
Fascinating.
Listen!
Anyway, so she
So, my friends, you found the you found the dragon teeth. Come in, come in.
we do so. Just-
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure you followed her in. So she goes and sits down on a big like stone throne with hides and stuff over it. She goes,
Please, show me the teeth. I'm fascinated. I want to see them.
See the teeth, then I get my share.
so do you just take them all out? Alpha took 18 of them. Castros
Oh,
had
yeah.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alpha
yeah.
just starts laying them out methodically in front of her.
She looks at you and goes,
Huh, I didn't need that many, but good on ya.
And there, I put
Efficiency.
out the 3 I have as well.
Just, wow, you guys are amazing. Can I make you a deal? I've got something for you if you want to just go ahead and give those to me.
Yeah, sure. Why
What's
not?
what's your deal?
What's
Well,
the deal, Lucille?
I will give each of you a ring of my blessing.
Oh, fantastic! I think that's worth it.
Excellent, excellent.
she reaches down into a pouch and tosses just like flipping a coin to each one of you, just flawlessly. Ding, 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 ding. They go flying off.
Okay,
I
cool.
shall love it and keep it and call it George.
Yeah, basically.
Dane attempts
In
to catch
fact-
the coin.
Dane succeeds because she tosses it so perfectly that you can't help it. The moment it touches you, you just grab it.
Nice.
Cool.
Remember, she is the goddess of luck.
Yes, remind me to never get into a poker game with her.
Exactly. She's not allowed to play with Fate anymore either because he cheats at cards.
What do the rings look like?
The rings are, let's see. They look like black iron, like just a base, like a kind of a black steel.
Is there writing on it?
You see a couple of dwarven runes and a mark, her mark, just her symbol.
Ah,
Ah.
So you guys slip them on.
Yes.
question.
Cool.
Because
Yeah.
druids don't wear metal, like, armor or clothing. Does jewelry count when it comes with metal?
No, jewelry is not part of clothing.
Alright, fine.
That's why you'll see druids with like earrings and stuff.
Because they're using nature to protect them. They're just using minerals as a decoration.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
But they'll like, there's a story that I read long ago. This druid that used like river ore for adornments because it was like given by nature.
that's fair. I was just thinking about how it'd be cool to do like a mineral like druid, like because rocks can be considered nature-ish,
Oh,
I mean-
totally.
like an earth druid. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh, read The Last Empire, and there's a whole thing about allomancers. They use metals to do basically druid stuff. Pretty awesome.
Is that the one by Brandon Sanderson?
I don't remember. Let me look it up real quick.
Because I know he had Allomancy in the Mistborn saga.
Yes, that's it. The Mistborn Saga. That's the one. Sorry. They called it The Last Empire through the whole thing, so I got that stuck in my head. But yes, it was the Mistborn Saga.
Got it.
All right. Anyway, so she talks to you, and she says,
You may have noticed yourself changing whilst in these realms. These rings will stop the loss of yourself, but maintain the benefits of the more animalistic nature that was granted to you.
Ah.
So all pros, no cons. Cool.
so she looks at you kind of squint-eyed and says,
Yes, I see. I see the animal within. It was working its way out of each of you. You, my dwarf friend. You appear to have been turning yourself into a badger. Therefore, you'll probably be granted with all those benefits, a powerful anal scent gland, a bite that will do 1d6 plus 2 plus your strength modifier, claws that will do 1d8 plus 3 plus your strength modifier, and overall you will get a plus 1 to your strength.
Nice.
Now, you, my elfin friend, you appear fox-like. You will be granted a bite of at least 1d4 plus 2 plus your strength, a speed increase of 10, perception will get a plus 3, you'll get a bit furry, but you will also have a plus 1 to intelligence.
I need that.
I can magically read.
Yep.
My intelligence isn't negative anymore.
That's right. You can read, you can do all sorts of cool stuff.
Yes.
Now you're like, butterfly in the sky.
Dragonfly 12 says hi.
Anyway.
My druid companion, you appear rather feline. Therefore, you will get the bite, 1d6 plus 2 plus strength, claws, 1d8 plus 3 plus strength, and an athletics or acrobatics modifier of plus 3 and plus 1 to charisma.
Ooh, charisma.
Ah. And my Gondian companion.
You know, this
You
whole time
appear-
Alpha's poking his belly, just trying to figure out how an animal entered inside of his chassis.
No, it is not within you. It is you. This place affects the very nature of what you are. You have been blessed by the jackrabbit. You have a extra plus 20 to speed, plus
Jeez.
10 to your jump.
Jesus.
Your perception is plus 3, and your wisdom is plus 1.
Plus 20 speed, plus 10 jump. What was the other ones?
Plus 3 perception, plus 1 wisdom.
Can you repeat the claw stats for Casseros one more time?
Or maybe you
Rose,
could just
yes.
send it to us.
I will send a list to everyone so they have it.
Perfect. Thank you.
I don't have Discord open right now. Could you repeat it for me anyways?
Sure. Bite is 1d6 plus 2 plus strength. Claws 1d8 plus 3 plus strength.
Plus what? Plus 3 plus...
3. Strength.
Got it. Cool. My strength is negative.
That's why you get a plus 3.
Nice.
Anyway. He's like,
So, where are you headed now?
We still need to go down.
Go down? Oh, yes! You're on your way to Karsuthra. Ah,
Yes.
well that is...
All the dragon teeth.
what about the dragon teeth?
I still want my cut of the dragon teeth.
Oh, just,
Is my blessing not enough for you?
I mean, kind of, but dragon teeth would also be nice. I mean, come on, you got way too much there. You said so yourself that you didn't need that much.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you this little one. Come see me again, and I will have a special gift for you.
Okay. Bold of you to assume I'm coming back here, but I will accept it nonetheless.
think of it as an invitation. Just like an open invitation.
Alright, nice.
Such as,
Ah, yes. The access down is not too far towards the sun from here. Part of the reason I built my home where I did. It's a good intermediary.
All right.
Might I ask, what are you searching for in the dark?
Think we need a toe.
Oh. Might want to roll a history check on that one.
I'm kind of looking for it. I thought I'd written it down, but
When you forget the whole reason you'd come to a certain place to begin with.
I didn't forget.
Here, I'll just tell you. You're looking for the baby teeth of the child of Yanar and Allura.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it had something to do with the child of the giants.
No, you're getting the toe from like a Titan or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was a toe from Tartarus.
Gosh darn it. I thought I'd written it down. I guess I hadn't.
I've got it here somewhere.
I know. I could just scroll up through the thing. But I thought I was doing better than that.
Anyway.
So anyway. So yes, we need baby teeth.
Baby teeth. This is most peculiar. Wait. Baby teeth.
She reaches and starts rummaging around through her bag and eventually pulls out a scrap of just pristine paper in like a double envelope.
You wouldn't be going to this event for Yanar and Naura, would you?
Why yes. Yes, that is our quest.
She looks very concerned.
Uh-oh.
You may take this and go in my stead. This is an invitation to their baby shower. They're showing their child off to all of their disagreeable associates.
We have to take this child's teeth?
Well, you assume that they'll have, like how parents put like their kids' teeth into like a jar for the tooth fairy or whatever.
I guess, okay. We'll just sneak about and still try it. Seems fun.
Yes.
Anyway, she tosses you the invitation, and again, you grab it flawlessly, and you notice that it's like a pristine, perfect envelope with, another one inside of it, and then like an invitation card inside of that.
Yeah. So I ask her, "Are you sure you don't want to come with us, and then we can just be part of your retinue?"
They sent me that as a required courtesy. I have no desire to pass through the doorway of such a establishment as they have created.
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with the establishment?
Where they have found themselves, I do not know how it exists. It is an affront to nature itself.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll be real fun for Castros then.
It's against nature? The child?
No, where they've made their home.
Or burn it to the ground.
Tell me, is this a standard humanoid child, or does it have any special features?
Oh, I have not seen it, but given its parentage, I'm sure it will have several special features.
Curious.
So, who or what exactly are Yanar and Nalura?
They are descendants, young warriors of ancient demon clans. They were supposed to fight each other to the death, but before they were educated to their true purpose, they fell in love and escaped here where the Nine Hells could not reach them. Problem is, they befouled the land and built their home within that foulness.
Okay. Got it.
You, my dwarven friend, are the only one I am concerned about here. Be wary, for she, Narura, is a succubus.
Well then.
Why would I be the only one that you'd be worried about? What if she's into women or tieflings?
Tieflings have a resistance against devils. They are of their own kin, in a sense. Your other companion here is made of wood. Your elven companion is of the...
What is she? She's purebred elf, yeah, right? She's pure elf?
Yeah.
Not a half-elf, yeah.
The pure elves have a certain resistance because of their association with the drow. But dwarves, being generally of good alignment and pure of heart,
That's a good response.
Anyway, sorry,
You-
continue.
Anyway,
because you tend to be lawful and good, you tend to be more susceptible to their evil charms.
That's awesome that the rest of my companions giggle whenever they hear that I might be, that I'm lawful and good.
Oh, Alpha doesn't. Alpha's just like, curious. He doesn't really fully understand the concepts of good and evil. There is just existence.
Right? And Gond.
Yes, of course. What else would there be?
And heathens.
No, heathens do not exist. And if they attempt to mimic existence, they shall be exterminated.
Good answer. But haha, Dane's vulnerable. Haha.
So Dane says, well, I'll just let her know that Alpha here is a prototype, designed to be a pleasure model for all the rich noble women on the material plane.
I am? How interesting.
she chuckles. She laughs and goes,
My brother is getting mad in his old age. I love him.
Why do you
Alpha's
are-
having
are-
a
why
minor
do you-
existential crisis as he's trying to piece together whether this is what you refer to as comedy or an actual thing that his creator didn't have time to explain to him.
Poor Alpha, man. You guys are so mean to him. For once, Dane, take the succubus bullet and don't drag Alpha into your mess. It's not Alpha's fault.
How
that
about
you're a
this?
good-hearted
How about this, Dane? You distract the succubus, we'll get the teeth. It's a win-win situation, I think.
Probably not, because the succubus would probably... I don't know, what does the succubus do? Is she gonna take my soul or something?
Depends on which media.
I think that their whole idea is to tempt you to bring you down into the nine hells. They don't really do anything beyond that. But mind you, she is also one that escaped from the nine hells and is now living with her mate, far away from it. So she probably won't do anything just because she doesn't want to go back there.
Ah.
See, exactly. So, Dane, you distract her. We'll get the teeth.
Yeah, I don't want to distract her.
It's probably the best chance of love you got, Dane. Might as well take it.
No. Anyway, all right. Well, thanks for the warning there. I shall be on my guard.
She gives you a nod.
And, so far, any kind of charisma checks I fail miserably, so there's a good chance I'll just insult her in some way and turn her off.
She laughs.
With luck, my friend, with luck.
Alright, Dane, now's the time that your bad rolls come into play. Nat 1, so she has no choice but to.
Yeah, to, be very turned off. I can probably do that.
Oh, not one. He tries to turn her off, and then as a failure,
Wait.
actually fails his way upwards into success, and she becomes even more turned on.
Wait. He rolled a d20 to show his bad rolls and immediately rolled a nat 1. If anyone can do this, Dane can.
Yes. All right.
Now Ben's gonna count on it. I'm gonna roll a nat 20.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Well, so far I've rolled a 1, a 4, and a 7. So I should
Hey,
stop
you're
rolling
staying-
because I'm getting better. Oh, there's a 6. I'm going back down.
Yeah, you're being consistent. Anyway, all right. Are you guys? What are you doing?
We're off. We're off to see Karasuthra.
We're off to see the wizard. We're off to
Yeah.
see Karasuthra, wonderful Karasuthra of wherever this place is.
Karasuthra is really similar to Kama Sutra. So every time I try and say Karasuthra, I have to concentrate so I don't say Kama Sutra on accident.
Understood. So, you go out the back of her place. She waves you off, and she wasn't kidding. Not too far towards the sun from there, you see another one of those, stone irises that you can descend.
Perfect.
All right. Are you guys rolling down again, or are you just going to go normally?
Dane's just going to go normally.
Roll down! It's fun, it's worth it.
I never learned my lessons.
I know, right?
There's no lesson to be learned here, I just wanted to be stupid. I've already learned the lesson.
Wait, wasn't the last time you rolled down one of these resulting in you taking damage, falling flat?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
both not much damage. It's worth the fun that was had.
All right, so you get to the bottom and step out. You notice that it is nighttime. There is one moon overhead, and you notice that all the light is emanating from it and lighting up the world around you. Your dark vision doesn't seem to be particularly affected. It seems to be pretty standard, and everything seems to be kind of silvery, is the best way I can describe it.
It's a vampire plane.
Ooh.
Okay. I guess if you guys are looking around, I'll ask for some perception checks.
All right.
16.
7.
All right, here we go. Ooh! I got at least a 19.
Dang.
And Alpha, with all of his new bonuses, 14.
Well,
Actually,
you
it ends
guys
up being a 23.
wow. Okay. Well, that takes the cake. You guys are all looking off in opposite directions, like kind of scouting around. And Dane, you notice something about the light. As you're looking around, there actually is an area over kind of through the trees where instead of silver, it's orange. The glow is just different.
Ah, all right. I shall point that fact out to my companions and be like, hey, look, over there, yonder. There's an orange glow.
Maybe we should head towards that orange glow.
Is it a fire? Has somebody already set the place ablaze? Darn it, they've done my job for me.
Oh, but you guys do walk over there, and you can you notice it kind of smells funny. It is kind of sulfury, kind of that, off-putting sulfur smell. Actually, Alpha, do you have a sense of smell?
Yes, you can process things. He also has a sense of taste,
Okay,
just
well-
doesn't need to eat.
So, the scent that comes off reminds you of Bronze Forge, where you were first created.
Hmm. If he could smile, he would.
Well, as you guys are going through this thick, dark jungle area, and eventually it just stops. It is a ring around a central area. And I have an actual book for this one.
What? A book?
Yeah. Yep.
Nerd.
Printed and everything. So you guys see this.
What's your favorite color?
What?
Done.
No, I'm not. I'm not going there. Anyway, there's the ring, and within the ring, the ground is black, like burnt. There is at the middle a like 5-story palisade looking thing, and it's almost, I mean, you could say it's kind of skull shape-ish, but definitely not particularly intentional. It's like someone was kind of conceiving of something that would be from the Nine Hells, but trying to make it more nature-like, and just completely failed.
Does it happen to look like Castle Grayskull?
Sure, why not? Yeah, a little like that. And then you see, kind of off to the side next to it is a hole in the ground where there's a cycle of like magma that comes up and then rolls back down. And every now and then, as you're watching it, a very well-dressed party guest just kind of rises up and goes walking towards the front door.
What, they rise up out of the magma?
Yeah, they ride it like an escalator.
Got it. Okay. Good to know.
Cool.
Nice little elevator, but only if you're flame-proof.
Okay. Actually, no, I'll ask this question later. The thought of, like, magma and controlling magma made me think of a thing, and now I'm, like, contemplating it. It would be... Yeah. I was thinking, like, if in Avatar world, if you were to try and bend magma, like, what kind of bender would you need to be? Like, fire? It's a liquid, so would water bender work? But it's also earth, so...
Definitely wouldn't be water.
It's earth. No water. It's definitely earth.
Earth. Yeah, so
Yeah.
earth.
So,
It's
stone.
weird to think about. Earthbenders can bend lava.
Yeah, because it's just molten earth. It's not fire because the firebenders are bending a chemical reaction, or the result of a chemical reaction.
See, I can bend. Dude, I just think that, like, multiple firebenders should, like, or, like, not firebenders, but just benders in general should just, like, work on the study of, like, magma bending. I mean, come on. Anyways, continue with the story.
Well, you're here looking at this thing. It is a glorious palatial estate. You're there. You can see the doors, and you have an invitation in hand. What do you want to do? It's up to you guys.
So, this place is, like, they've ruined the nature here?
It's like burned in. You know, like when you take a hot piece of metal and, put it to a piece of wood to, put an emblem on it. You're like, it looks like it was just burned into the area. Like a piece of another realm was just like fractured into this area and displaced the nature here.
It's like we're walking through the aftermath of a forest fire.
That's
Kind of,
sad.
yeah.
But if it were... Okay. I'd have a problem with this if it actually were a case in which they, like, magically implanted this area here.
Roll a nature
That
check.
would be a problem. Other than that, I see no real problem with this, but, I mean, it is man-made destruction of nature.
Well, roll a nature check. I want to see if you notice something or not.
25.
Oh yeah. You have this concern. You kneel down and you notice the surrounding forest is actively trying to grow into the area, and the area is physically pushing back against it.
Obstructing the growth of nature.
That's the progress of Gond right there.
Indeed.
Cause tension between our group right now. Technically, if this is magical and magically in place, it's not exactly work of Gond, because then it'd just be use of magic and not use of hands.
Why does
It
Gon
would be
spurn magic?
man-made, it would be magic.
Gon does not spurn the use of magic. A magic is simply a tool.
Well, true, but what if they didn't put any? Obviously, like this craftsmanship isn't great. So what if like they just didn't put any energy into it at all and just conjured it up for the heck of it?
Are you saying that an apprentice makes masterwork materials on the first try?
Well, no, but I feel like they've got some other things, bad things going for them that would. Okay, just like like a lot of little things that just add up to you wanting to hate this person.
Well, yes, this is why they must be educated, trained. Do not spurn the apprentice for his efforts, for at least they are trying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I guess we won't know. We'll have to figure it out. But what would happen? Say if they were completely effortless and did not care at all, what would happen then, Alpha?
They can be educated.
Alright. So heathens, murder on sight, potentially nature destroying, lack of respect for Gond. Those are fine.
Now who's trying to influence
Yeah.
poor Alpha?
Alpha's not that stupid. He's just like, I see no work of
It's
heathens
just
as of yet.
I'm not trying to influence him, I'm just pointing out
You're trying to influence
how
him.
it could be slightly. We're having a conversation, I'm not trying to influence him at all. We're having a discussion. This is a learning experience. Something that Alpha values so very much.
Of course. Learning
Anyway.
is progress.
Dane's gonna leave them to their philosophical debate and go up and knock on the door.
How can I describe this guy? Let's see. He looks like almost like a corpse that's been animated, sunken flesh kind of rotting off of him, but in a really nice like butler's suit. Yes, invitation.
Dane hands him the invitation. This is for me and my companions.
He looks at it. You are here representing Halia.
Yes,
Well,
we are. We're proxies.
And that's what you're wearing?
Yes, that is what we're wearing.
Very well.
We're planning on being very unobtrusive.
Yes, well, you do that. And he just waves you in.
Dane's like, "Come on, guys."
Let's
will
unobtrusive the heck
follow.
out of this.
That's right. Practice your stealth there, Alpha.
So,
That means
Yeah.
barrel through the door.
Alpha's actually, despite his size, but his this innocuous nature makes him one of the most stealthiest people in the party. So it's kind of like, coming from the dwarf.
Alright, so wait a second. You guys go in, and there's one. Wait, Castros is barrel rolling?
Of course. He doesn't believe in stealth.
No.
Alright. You barrel roll in and stop just shy of a beautiful woman who has a set of wings and a small set of black horns peeking from under her hair.
Oh, good. The cult jester
She-
has arrived.
She gives you a scowl and pulls her wings in with a little ruffle, turns and walks away.
I'm not used to people. I'm used to people scowling at me, so this means nothing. You think you're special? You're not special at all. You're the 50th person to do that. Haha. You're unoriginal.
Dane walks up to Castros and like, Castros, I think that was Nalura, the hostess.
So?
Just saying, she's not as insignificant as you might have thought.
She's significant or not? When does that matter?
Anyway, all right.
I have work just like anybody else.
Oh
you
my
are no
God.
more special than I am.
Knock it off with the inferiority complex, Castros.
So, as you guys look around the room, you notice that there are all sorts of creatures here that are definitely not of the material plane. These are creatures of the outer realms. You see, like, a monodrone from Mechanus, and Ice Troll, a devil, twisted-looking warlock with his hood over him, Bone Devil, standing rather near the kitchen. Just a variety of different creatures as you survey the room.
Okay. Let's see.
We're living in an outer rim world, and she is an outer rim girl.
The Lost Souls band begins playing that in the corner.
If you look at that, Alpha, you started a trend.
Excellent. Now, to utilize this for the expansion of Gond!
Yeah, just come on, Alpha. Let's write some hit song about Gone, and then it'll spread like wildfire.
You wish to hit Gond?
No, it's basically we write a psalm that's like really good, and then people will sing it a lot, and then we spread the word of Gone through word of mouth or voice or song.
Interesting plan.
Yes, the feckless bards will do your work for you.
And one not entirely doomed to failure. Perhaps we are getting better at this.
Meanwhile, Dane pulls his cloak hood up over his face, trying to cover as much of himself as he can to, look more like the warlock and be just a little bit more unobtrusive.
Nice. You get bumped into, and the individual looks at you and goes, Braun Beast Slayer, is that you?
He bumps into who? Dane?
Just a random party goer, after, because you had put that up. And so, bumped into you.
Oh. No, it's not Braun.
Oh, he looks at you and goes, oh, my apologies. Back to the party. Walks away.
All right. Well, let's see. Dane's gonna go back to the zombie dude and say, so, tell me, what exactly is the itinerary for tonight here?
The itineraries, crap, I forget what voice I even used for him. Oh well.
That was it.
Oh, good. The itinerary. Let me see. Well, once all of the guests arrive, we are going to have a variety of activities. Perhaps the bidding on a lost soul, a presentation at some point of the child who has now reached his first mark in maturing. And if we are lucky, perhaps even a visit to receive a blessing from the Lord of Hell himself.
Ah, okay. Got it. So the child will be presented. How old is the child
Yes.
now?
This would be his first mark, so... Oh, how would they do it in the mark of the lesser peoples? I suppose it would be like... Oh, a 5-year-old on the material plane?
I see. So, just out of curiosity, has he started shedding his teeth yet?
Oh, yes, and they insist on keeping up that horrid tradition, saying that there is some fairy that comes up and eats the teeth and in return pays for its meal with a tip.
Ah, yes. That old legend. How funny. Ha 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 ha. So what do the parents do with the teeth afterwards?
Oh, I have no idea. I merely tend to the doors and the kitchens down here. I'm a butler, not a wet nurse.
Ah. Does the child have a wet nurse?
You would have to ask the kitchens. I deal with the food, those things that are concerns of the adults. I don't believe anyone is serving food to the child at the moment.
So, do the lord and lady of the house employ like a nanny for the child then, or do they give all the attention, or do they raise the baby themselves?
As they are devils, they mostly descend from the British, so they hired a nanny.
Ah,
An au pair, if you will.
oh my. So, where is this au pair? Is she at the party tonight?
Well, I do not see her here. Perhaps she is upstairs.
Ah, okay. Taking care of the baby, I'm assuming.
One would assume, sir.
All right. Thank you. What is your name?
Marvin, sir.
Ah, well, thank you, Marvin. You've been very helpful.
Yes, yes.
All right. So,
There-
Dane. Yeah, go ahead.
There's another knock on the door, and it swings open, and a... can I describe him? A rather skin and bones looking devil creature walks in with a whip in hand.
Yeah. Okay.
There are
Dane.
some grunts of infernal, and then he passes by you. Sorry, what were you
See.
going to say?
I was gonna say Dane just kind of melts into the background, works his way back towards his companions.
Nice.
And he reaches them. He's like, "Hey, so I've been able to wheedle out of the butler, Marvin, that the two demons here have a kid who is beginning to lose his teeth, and they employ a nanny, and the nanny is upstairs. So if anybody knows what happened with the baby teeth, she probably would. Let's go find her."
Interrogation?
Maybe. Maybe seduction would be more in order. Castros,
What?
you're a good looking dude.
No? No, how dare you say that to me? I have Margaret.
Perhaps I should
Not
attempt.
real.
As you
We-
said,
it
I
might
am
not be
apparently
necessary.
a prototype pleasure service model, so
Exactly. See, this is where your lies get you, Dane. Face the consequences of your actions.
Yeah.
One question first. How does one provide pleasure?
Yeah.
The experiments I was attempting to observe were not very productive.
Okay, well,
I'll tell you.
no, that's all right. Dane's perfectly willing to handle this.
Right.
no.
We're gonna handle this.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Alpha, one, I was just making a joke to Haley. Just trying to lighten the mood. You are not a prototype pleasure model. However, that is not to say you couldn't craft something if the need arose.
Why are we playing this, Dane? It's a very weird conversation that we don't need to be having with our construct.
Alpha's eyes brighten up, like, curious. I must study this further. And he... oh gosh.
You're saying I never learned.
No, I'm just imagining. I'm
What
trying to
Dane's
think if he
doing.
would wander off into the party to begin gathering information from various species about what brings them pleasure. Try and develop a baseline.
No,
Just say.
so Dane is going to explain to Alpha. Listen, just to start off with, so baseline, you just need to construct something that's about the size of a kielbasa sausage, and give it the ability to vibrate.
This works for all
And-
species.
Oh, good lord.
That's about half the battle right there.
Curious. And Alpha thinks back at the reverse centaurs that we faced. It's like trying to piece together how this could work.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't worry about it too much right now, Alpha. We'll think of something else right now. Anyway, I think we should probably try and sneak up the stairs and see if we can find the nanny or potentially the jar of baby teeth if they're just sitting out.
Okay. Well, you kind of look around this floor and you notice that kind of there's amongst the hustle and bustle, the food plates going in and out. You see that this floor consists of the ballroom, kitchen, and kind of the courtyard. So the entrance. Think the house they used for the Casper the Friendly Ghost movie. Walk
Uh-huh.
in, there's that big courtyard thing, and then there's a ballroom behind it and a kitchen off to the side.
Right.
And then there's the stairs that go up.
Right. So
Like a main, obviously observable staircase, I should say.
yes, so probably don't want to go up the main staircase. However, it might not be a bad idea to try and make our way through the kitchens and up. Usually there is a servant's staircase that the main denizens of the house don't use and the servants do. So, and that would make sense that that's kind of off the kitchen.
Good plan.
So yes, I propose that we go through the kitchens.
Alrighty. Let me find. I actually have a kitchen. Here it is. Alright. You sneak around and see the passageway to the kitchen. And the door resembles a mouth.
How fitting.
You kind of stand there. Yeah. You stand there. You see one of the staff walk up to it. There's a growl that comes from the door. It pulls something out of its pocket, and then the mouth opens, rolling out a sticky tongue over sharp teeth, which the creature walks into the kitchen, and then the mouth closes.
Huh. Well, that makes things harder. We really could use a rogue right now that's good at pit.
Well,
Tonguing?
yeah, we don't have one of those.
I mean, Alpha's pretty dexterous, but him sneaking up on someone might be kind of hard.
Be surprised.
All right, so
Not that clunky.
were we able to determine what exactly the servant used to open the mouth?
You couldn't see from your vantage.
All right. Let's see if we can work our way a little bit closer and determine exactly what the servant used. Because I'm assuming they're just...
I have an idea.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alpha stands by the entrance and then just maintains perfect stillness so he looks like a statue to observe.
Perfect. Sounds great. And then...
All right.
Do I need to sneak to see if I can discreetly do this?
Yeah, roll a stealth check just out of curiosity to see, like, how well you do it.
18.
You're pretty successful. Yeah, you pull it off. Let me see. Just to check. Disadvantage. You are noticed that you're walking over there and standing, and you keep getting an eye for a little while, but eventually the person just kind of moves on and lets you do your thing.
Okay.
So in the time that they keep eyeing you, you're standing there, eventually the mouth randomly opens and a kind of hobbit-looking creature with a tray of food comes hobbling out from within.
Hobbit is hobbling. Habitually?
Habitually hobbling hobbit. You are in the realm for it.
Okay, but I'm guessing nothing noticed of any particular note.
You didn't see that, not when he comes out.
Okay.
Other than you noticed his name tag, it's Hemsworth.
I guess.
Liam or Chris?
I don't know, I just thought it was fun to have a hobbling hobbit named Hemsworth.
Ah, I
Ratio
see.
Hemsworth.
There you
There
go.
we go.
Ratio Hemsworth,
I
the
was thinking
honorable
Harry
hobbling
myself.
hobbit.
Yeah.
The Honorable Hobbling Hobbit. Very nice. That's a lot of alliteration.
Mm-hmm. All right, if you just want to stay there and keep waiting until someone comes
Yeah,
by.
Seems appropriate.
Okay. Well, as you are doing that, you're standing and waiting. Let me go back here. I'm supposed to roll off this chart. There is a dinging of glasses, and an infernal toast is said. You understand very little of the actual words, other than, in common, one of them says, "To justice and sweet revenge." And then they all drink.
Wouldn't Castros understand because he can speak Infernal?
Oh, you can. Excellent.
Well,
Well, you heard basically a demon's toast to the successful evil of the child.
Ah,
Hmm.
sounds great.
Lovely. He's coming around. Coming around so nice.
All right. So let's see. Alpha, you're gonna have some guy come up. I need you to roll because you're gonna be actively looking for this an investigation check.
Ooh, investigation is not one of his strong suits.
Oh, dare!
All right. 15.
You see the hobbling hobbit come up and reach into his bag and feed something to the mouth, which lets him enter, but you still can't quite make out what it is. So you continue to stand. As you are standing there, the sound of a gong rings out through the room. The guests in the ballroom begin humming and form a circle. In the center of the room, a bed appears with an old human mumbling erratically on it. A few seconds pass. They realize that they are not in their home anymore as they slowly sit up and look around. The guests come into motion, slowly circling around and closing in. One by one, they tauntingly ask various questions that you can't quite make out. It looks like an interrogation. Things that you're trying to figure out about motives, actions, integrity. They don't wait for answers, though, until the person jumps up out of bed, sees you, sees Dane, Castros, and Ray, and runs over to you, begging for help.
How could he see Dane? Dane is short, and he has his cloak up over his face.
Okay, they saw a cloaked figure standing next to a tall, cloaked tiefling and a well-dressed elf. Is that better? Basically, the least scary-looking individuals in the room.
Oh, well, okay, that makes sense.
I mean, Dane isn't scary at all. I can totally understand that.
Anyway, so he's begging us for help.
Yeah, you're begged for help as you see a couple of the party guests come over and place a hand on the person's shoulder.
I see.
Just seeing if you do anything.
What do you want?
Yeah, Dane's kind of thinking the same thing. He's in a room full of really powerful beings, and all he wants to do is get the darn teeth and get on out of there. Kinda. I don't think this is a very not very strategic to help this guy. I mean, we're basically kind of on a covert mission right now, so sometimes you gotta witness bad things.
Very utilitarian, good approach.
Yeah. All right. So as you stand there, the hand pulls the person back, tosses them on the bed as the guests line up in solid, and you hear from around the group, "Well, I'll give 2,000," and the next, "I'll give 6,000," and then you hear that woman that Castro's almost barreled roll into earlier walks up and very quietly, 10,000 platinum pieces. As everyone looks up, nods in agreement, and the last thing you hear is a scream as the bed vanishes, leaving nothing but the sound hanging in the air. Then all of the group busts up laughing. The band begins playing and they start to dance.
Oh, fantastic. That was
one of the most disturbing things I've seen. Not the most, but one of them.
And Alpha, time to roll another investigation check.
Okay. 14.
I'm trying to have you beat rolls, that's why I'm having you do it. So, and you did well. So, this time you're observing very closely as one of the halfling waiters goes in. You see that it appears to be some type of a sweet, like a little piece of caramel or chocolate, and it is handing that to the mouth to get it to open.
Sweet. I guess go and report this back to the group. We can see if we can make some progress. I'm not really sure what else I can do with just knowing it's a type of sweet. Haven't really seen much else.
Okay, so does Alpha do that then?
Yes. He waits until after the halfling goes inside and then begins to move your way.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so he reaches us, I'm assuming, and then he says, "What is?"
Well, he says to say, like, the mouth appears to open due by providing it with the sacrifice of some sort of sweet. And I guess Alpha describes what the sweet appears to be like. Dane.
Okay. Sounds great. All right, guys, tell you what, let's go over to where the food tables are and see if we can't find something that will work for that.
Or, and Alpha just chimes in, worst case scenario, we can also attempt to, just acquire them from the working staff.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, since you are the most dexterous person we have here, why don't you try to, we'll go over and check the tables real quick. Why don't you go over and try to liberate a sweet from one of the wait staff?
Okay.
So, Alpha, you're just going to try and reach into one of their pockets or something like that and take out a sweet without them noticing.
Yes, I was trying.
It's going to require a very light dexterous
I'm just
touch.
trying to think about this because it would make the most sense. He saw where the sweets were being kept in the satchel twice over. All right.
But you said you saw where they were kept twice over. You sounded very
no.
hesitant.
I was trying to think about.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, I was just trying to think because he's not the most deft at pickpocketing, but it could work. Yeah, it could work. Solid plan.
Well, I think you might be the best bet we've got other than Ray.
I mean, Ray was kind of trained by a rogue, but let's so tell you what, see what you can do with one of the waiters, and we're gonna go over to the tables and see if maybe we can see something that looks like dessert.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, guys, come on, fan out. Let's see if we can find something that looks like a little piece of candy or something to give to the mouth.
Alrighty. Do we need to do an investigation check or?
Sure. Yeah, that always makes it more fun. Oh, yeah. You definitely notice the various sweets that are available. Things like, eyeballs with toothpicks in them that you can run through the blood chocolate fountain.
And Ray got a nat 20.
Oh, yeah. And Ray notices these little, they're kind of like, like those chocolate-covered cherries with maraschinos in them, but because they're for demons, they're like They're like little poppers that are filled with pus. Yeah, pus poppers. You find like pus poppers.
Once
Yummy.
you pop, you just can't stop.
All right. So does Ray grab a couple of those things?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Well, you walk over. I'm assuming the whole group goes over.
Well, so Ray, when you find them, do you kind of hold them up and kind of wave them to kind of let us know? Because since you have them, we should probably someone needs to go tell Alpha that he doesn't need to try and pickpocket one of the waiters.
Well, so I don't look weird waving a whole bunch of sweets around in the, dining hall. I'm just gonna make eye contact with y'all and just nod. Like yeah, I got the goods.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
nice.
Just nod, okay.
Dane's gonna make his way over to wherever Alpha is, and says, yeah, never mind, Alpha, we have him.
Oh, very well. And starts making his way back with the group to join up everyone.
All right, good.
South the pus poppers.
Awesome. Well, I'm assuming you make your way over to the mouth then.
Yep.
All right. You give it one of those pus poppers, and it exhales like it's having an orgasm. It just is the best treat that it's ever had. You found the perfect treat to give it.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, it just
Gross, but
rolls out its flat tongue over its teeth like a red carpet for you.
Fantastic. All right. And quickly we pop into its mouth.
Awesome. Well, this takes you down about a 30-foot long dark tunnel, which opens up into a bright room. And the first thing you notice is that the kitchen here keeps their food, well, fresh off the hook, for lack of a better term. The kitchen accommodates this in several ways, including the room being divided into 6 aisles, each of them with several staff members working preparing food.
Okay.
And tell me as you look around what you want to focus on, and I'll can read off the various aisles and tell you stuff.
I'm just looking for a staircase.
Okay.
To the
Well,
point.
you look. Yeah. All right. You look around and you notice that what would be like the 6th aisle is kind of the door that appears to the only other door in the room that appears to be like a rear access.
Perfect. Dane's gonna kind of make his way there.
All right, you start going down, and you open that door, and it goes. There's a door. As you open it up, you see stairs that rise to the right, and another door off to the left.
Ah. Well, I'm interested in the stairs that rise to the right.
All right. Well, you guys begin to climb. This takes you up to the 2nd floor first. Basically, tell me, do you want to... So the stairs continue to extend. Obviously, this is meant to be the kitchen stairs that serve all floors. And do you guys want to stop here and check the 2nd floor, or keep going to the 3rd, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think we'll kind of look at the 2nd floor and see if we can maybe see a nursery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you pop your head in, and you appear to be inside of what would they call it? Like a viewing room? Like a place where, you have paintings, sculptures, pieces of artwork.
Okay, so this is kind of like an art gallery?
Yes, with doors off, leaving to either side of it.
Okay, so big, long hallway art gallery with doors leading off to every single side.
Well, no, just there's two off of here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's try those doors and see if one of them opens into a nursery. Yes.
Right, you
Like portraits, like in like paintings.
Paintings and statues and stuff like that.
I tilt every painting.
okay?
Whatever you say, Alucard.
You do that, and you notice that some of them seem to be permanently wet, and as you tilt them, the liquid moves over towards that the lower corner.
Take that, nature destroyers.
One of them that you move seems to have some kind of a voice, and it kind of creaks out at you. And you hear a...
Okay.
Dane gives Castros a look, and he tries the first door.
Okay, he's just gonna ignore that. All right.
Pretty much.
At this point, it just saves more time.
Fair enough. I do have all sorts of cool stuff to throw in there for you when you randomly try stuff. All right. You open that door and find a magnificently decorated room with rich embellishments on every surface. In the air, the smell of brimstone clings heavily. A variety of paintings adorn the walls, each of them depicting one of many varieties of devil. Within their frame, they snarl at each other and creatures who get close to them. Kobold waitstaff rush back and forth, cleaning up after various patrons that are also in this room.
What are the patrons doing?
They're running back and forth, just attending to drinks, pouring, topping off cups and stuff.
So the patrons are sitting in there drinking.
Yes, there are some patrons in there drinking, reading books. The books appear to be all leather-bound, inked in blood. Kind of a study, library, whatever.
Yep, so this is a drinking den library thing. Okay, so we kind of back out of that room and we try the other door.
Okay. The other door... Sure, I go to the right page. There it is. This room appears to be filled with games. It is luxurious, with hand-stained wood-lined walls, carpet that is warm to the touch, yet not uncomfortable, and many bound leather furnishings all about. Several guests lounge on chairs and sofas arranged here, seemingly out of their mind. They stare emptily at the open ceiling above. Waitstaff explained that the games take place on the astral plane, and this is simply a place for your body to rest.
Fascinating.
Yes. We could do a lot of damage in this room.
Damage.
Not right now. Maybe later. All right. So we're
get
gonna
invited. You get a kobold walks up and invites you. Would you like to play a game of roulette?
Nope, we're good. Just seeing the sights, enjoying the artwork, seeing what else is going on.
Very well.
What is this game of roulette for? Like, what are you playing for?
We play for soul coins and hit points.
Hit points?
There's soul coins.
So, all players assemble and bet between 5 and half their maximum hit points on a number between 1 and 20. The roulette table is then spun. If it does not land on a number that has bets placed upon it, Each creature may attempt an intelligence check against the group. The highest result can choose to move the d20 up or down one number. We continue this until it lands upon a winner. Once there is a winner, all the losers' maximum hit points are reduced by the amount they bid.
But
Yeah, sounds like a
doesn't
losing
answer
game.
the question of what are
Yeah.
soul coins.
Soul coins are what happens when you are reduced to 0, and your form, all that is you, is reduced down to a single coin.
Ooh. How can one acquire these soul coins?
Yeah.
You said you can play for soul coins.
They are the currency of the 9 realms. Well, the 9 hells, at least.
Ah. Is there anywhere nearby where one can exchange something for these soul coins, or attempt to acquire them?
In this house, the only method is by playing the game.
Hmm.
Do you wish to join?
I am considering. I mean,
Alpha, Alpha, we have something else to do. Maybe later.
oh, very well. Alpha is highly intrigued by this soul coin idea, though.
Yeah. That's why they call it gambling, Alpha. Very rarely do you actually win. Anyway, we're gonna head
Finally-
back to the stairs.
Finally, advice Alpha should actually listen to.
Say what?
You finally gave advice Alpha should actually listen to.
Right?
Yeah, especially since they're not playing for anything worth winning.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have played and just used my nat 20.
Mm.
But I have no use for reducing other people's hit points or soul coins, so.
Yeah. Anyway, let's head back to the stairs and go up a flight.
Okay. You go up to the 3rd floor, and I'm assuming walk out to check it out.
Yeah, kind of poke our head out first, because I'm assuming that eventually we're going to hit a floor that we're not supposed to be on, so, we need to be a little bit careful.
Well, you poke your head out and you don't see anyone in this space.
Okay. What does the space look like?
Well, it appears to be like an old-time operating theater. You're up on the bleacher section going down towards a central pit. There's a table in the middle and several unpleasant-looking devices around it.
Ah, okay. Definitely not what we're looking for. So, up to the next level we go.
Keep going.
All right. All right, you poke your head out here, and you see what appears to be a very formal dining room. Tables, each packed end to end with an enormous array of dishes. There's no one here, but it appears that it is being prepped for a large meal.
Okay.
And just to help set the scene, a bowl of fingers sits on a snacking tray.
Curious. Finger food.
Sounds delightful.
Yes, each flange is punctured with a spined devil's quill to allow for convenient consumption.
Isn't that nice?
Great hors d'oeuvres. All right. Is this the only room on this floor?
It is, that you can see from where you're standing, poking your head in.
Hmm.
I mean, like, you open the door, you look in, and you don't see any other accesses readily available, but you do know that there must be other ways in.
Wild shape into a rat and sneak through a hole.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I haven't decided that yet.
I mean, I think we decided that you would be a rodent of unusual size.
True. You're right. What's the smallest thing?
USs? I don't think they exist.
Can't you turn into like a swarm of flies?
What's the
something?
smallest thing I could become in wild?
Whoa, two people talking. What? I didn't catch
I was
that.
just asking, can't you turn into a swarm of flies?
Yeah.
Hmm?
What's the smallest thing I could realistically become in wild shape?
I think the swarm of flies is probably it, because then you're broken up into lots of small things.
Fair enough. I don't know if I want to do that though. Okay, let's see our other options first, and then we'll decide.
Yeah, I don't think you want you to waste a wild shape on that. All right. Well, we've got two options. Either we can try and work our way through the dining room and see if there's other rooms on this level, or two, we can go up to the next level and see what's up. I'm assuming there's only one more level up, right?
Correct. It is a 5-story structure.
Okay. It doesn't make a whole lot of well, maybe it does. I say it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for well, actually from the design of the house it does. So a servant stair would naturally enter into a dining room as opposed to bedrooms or something like that. Well, I guess we can try and see if there's another exit out of the dining room.
I guess.
Sure. I mean, it's a good-sized room. There's, wall hangings, tapestries all around.
Is there a secret passage behind a tapestry?
Are you looking?
Yes.
Yes, you move a tapestry and find a door immediately.
Aha!
In fact, as you look around, you notice that basically all the tapestries here are hung to conceal doors.
So many hidden doors.
Great.
Which one?
I guess we'll start with the first one you found.
Yeah, secret passage exploring.
Okay,
Open
you
door.
open. Okay, you open the door and look inside, and this appears to be a bathroom.
Cool. I close the door.
Move on to the next one.
Yep. Wait, do
Alright.
the tapestries have the images on the tapestries have anything to do with the doors? Like, what did the tapestry over the bathroom door look like?
It's just the symbol of the family, the mark of the house. They're all the same. They're all woven to be like the symbol of Yanar and Nolura, superimposed to make like a whatever that is, the mono mark.
I see. Alright, so let's do this randomly. I continue on and keep opening doors behind tapestries.
Okay. You go to the next one and look inside and find let's see. That one is stairs.
Ooh. Okay, we'll come
Appears
back
to
to
be
that
the
one.
main access coming up from down below.
Okay, so probably not there. Next.
Okay. You go to the next one and should I get this? I'm trying to find. This room presents as a speakeasy. There is a private bar, an area for lounging, and a cloud of smoke hanging in the air from what smells like cigars.
interesting. Close, but no cigar. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Next.
in fact, you can see as you look around, there are some very fine-looking cigars sitting basically ready to be smoked in various locations.
Cool. I'm good. And I close the door.
Alrighty.
Keep opening doors.
Alright, you go to the next one. And this appears to be a more like formal stair going up.
This is probably the money guy right here.
Yeah, probably. It's starting to look like there might not be bedrooms on this level. Maybe we should. How many more doors are there?
That's it. That was the last one.
Oh, okay. Then up we go.
Barrel roll up the stairs.
Don't know if that's possible.
Ouch.
At this
Yeah,
point,
I
the cat source
don't
just
think it
defies-
works. You just defy gravity. You just
To
do it.
sheer will alone.
Screw gravity. Whoop.
As
All right.
the moon bear.
How did I get here? At the end.
All right, so as you go up the stairs, you find another door at the top. Like obviously, this area is designed to be sectioned off and sealed if need be.
Okay. Well, I guess you said there's another door. I guess we open the door at the top.
Okay, you push the door open, and you see a bedroom, a very ornate, corner post bed with the draperies hanging down and all. And on the bed, you see a woman tending to a young child. She looks up at you. Guests are not allowed up here. Get back downstairs.
Ah. Okay. Well, is this the little man of the house?
Yes, it is. Now go away.
What an honor to, lay our eyes on him. Are you, you must be the nanny.
Yes, I am. I must insist. You are not supposed to be up here. We will be bringing him down momentarily. I don't even know what made you think this was acceptable. Ugh.
If we need to, I have Charm Person as one of my spells.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Well, I mean, we didn't really mean to come up here. We were just kind of enjoying the construction. We were enjoying the house's construction and, looking at all the various design details and work that went into this beautiful establishment. Just trying to get ideas for in case I want to remodel my cavern someday.
As Dane's doing this
yeah,
exchange, you see Alpha frantically start fidgeting with stuff in his pouch.
Okay.
Now he's finally seen the baby. He can know how to make adjustments to the proper form.
You
Got
have seen
He
a real
didn't know
baby
if this
before.
baby would have any different structure to it, so he did the general form, but he has to put on the finishing touches.
Oh God.
Okay.
Alpha. Please don't set an exploding baby down in here.
He set an exploding baby down.
Why is it? Why would I
no.
set an exploding baby
Yes,
down
yes.
in here? Why would
Say
I
what?
wish to set an exploding baby down in here?
I don't know. I mean, you're kind of rummaging in there, and whenever you do that, it makes me nervous.
That's all he says.
um. Well, before we take our leave, there, good madam, I was talking with the butler, and we were discussing the quaint custom of the tooth fairy, coming and collecting the teeth of little, beings, and I was told that you guys subscribe to that practice here. So I'm just kind of curious, what do the parents do with the teeth?
She gives you this look like, what the hell? And then hits herself on the back of the head, her eyes pop out. She rolls them incredibly hard and then pops them back in. Just like, you're not supposed to talk about that stuff in front of the kids. God, why are all you guests so damn dumb? They're all taken away, probably in the bathroom or something. I don't know.
Is the child in her hands currently? The bed.
It's on the bed.
I'm going to see if Alpha's going to try to stealthily just like side over towards it.
Roll your stealth.
22.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're good. You slide right on over.
All right, she hasn't noticed anything yet.
No, she's focused on Dane because she's, angry about him outing the tooth
Still
fairy.
a relatively
to this child.
small child, right?
Well,
It's like 5.
Not that small.
No.
The next model of exploding babies,
Yeah.
exploding toddlers.
Now Alpha just goes, and goes back to join the group, realizing that his plan, like concealing a baby, easy. Concealing a toddler, a little more difficult.
You got over there, you grabbed the baby, looked at it, looked at the child, and were like, nope, those aren't the same. Never mind. Go back.
sounds about like it.
Oh, man. Okie
So
dokie.
anyway, so Dane asks, so like the parents' bathroom or the nursery bathroom? It seems kind of odd.
She just looks at you. She's like, all right. You're obviously focused on this. What kind of a sick weirdo are you? You want some kids' teeth? Like, is this some kind of weird, trophy thing? One of you, devil people put up some other devil to get it? Or there's some goal? Is this Asmodeus? Is he screwing with me?
Soros hides the bag of teeth behind his back that he has.
Castros, this might be a good idea for you to try and do your charm person spell. Since she's not, Dane's not charming her at all.
16.
Oh, 16. What's the save on that?
Check. Wisdom.
Yeah, but what's the...
Oh,
What does he have
Probably
to
a
roll?
DC
You're right,
14 or something.
yeah. My spell save DC is high. You're gonna have to be an 18.
Oh, you got lucky. You got so lucky.
What do you roll?
I rolled, and it was, at first, it looked like it was going 17, which would have been with a +2 at 19, and then it fell over to a 7.
Ha, so
well-
she's been charmed.
We'll take the luck.
That's so funny. All right. So she's charmed.
Woohoo.
All right. So Castros, see if you can figure out, have her tell you where the teeth are.
Okay. Where are the teeth?
She just kind of as a zombie. They're right over there. And points over to the master bath, basically.
Cool. Alright. You guys go get the teeth.
All right.
I'm gonna just chat with her and be like, so, what gossip you got about, like, the other servants? Like, you got a crush on anybody? Like, spill the tea, girl.
Please. Yes, but I know he doesn't think he could like me or I could like him just because his flesh is falling off.
Aw, no.
She likes Marvin the butler.
Aw, you just need to empower him, man. And he'll see soon enough that he's worthy of love, especially your love. Because guess what? You're gonna be there with him through everything, no matter what happens. And once he realizes that, you two will surely be a great couple.
Anyway, all right. So while she's chatting with the nanny, we go into the master bathroom and look for the teeth.
Let's see how quickly you do it. So first roll me a 1d20. Tell me what you get.
I don't want.
I don't wanna.
Ray.
Ray looks then.
Well, no. I mean, we're all gonna look just because that's quicker that way. But I just.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Cool.
whenever I roll a 1d20 like that, it just never turns out.
So a 1d20 without any modifiers.
Yeah.
Ray got an 8.
All right. So I've seen Dane and Alpha since Castros is hanging
16.
out with.
Dane got an 11.
11 and 16. 20. Well, you guys, on your first run through, you are just confused. You're looking over, trying to find it, and you cannot find anything. You're so confused. And so you're like, okay, guys, we have got to shape up. So this time, you're going to really investigate. So now roll with your plus on investigation.
All right.
Which is still 0. So 11.
Ray got a 2.
Dane got a 9.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we're really
God.
taking it seriously this time.
You really did take it seriously because, well, you guys got lucky because on my last roll I nat 1. So,
Oh, thank God.
How did we miss these? Like the teeth.
So you
just
eventually-
jump out at us.
no. I was thinking it's one of those things where you'd gone through a whole bunch of the drawers, and then finally one of you has the idea of, wait, we should look on top. And so someone puts their hand up like on top of the medicine cabinet, and then you just happen to find it.
Perfect. All right. So triumphantly, I'm assuming it's Alpha that found the teeth because he's the tallest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, Dane's down rummaging in the cupboards underneath the sink.
Okay.
Does he find anything interesting under the in the cupboards under the sink?
Yeah, you found some drain blow. It's Devil's Toilet Cleaner.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know, I'm trying to think what else would be down there. Oh, yeah. You found some interesting things. A brush with something that says scale cleaner. A little bottle that says scale cleaner on it.
Okay.
And a peculiar hoard of like small amount of gold and jewels in one of the drawers.
Interesting. Dane's gonna leave those alone. You know, for all he knows, you know, in this particular place, those might be cursed. So, We actually have enough cash at the moment, so he's gonna just kind of leave those there.
Right? Okay. I want to do a thing, kind of. So we got the teeth, right?
Yeah, so we file out of the bathroom, with triumphant grins on our faces, except for Alpha, who can't smile.
Okay.
And
I want you guys to get out of the building.
all right, so Castros motions to us to leave.
Yep. If you want, have Raycast pass without a trace, and you guys just get out. I want to do
I
something.
don't know if we can, because she did that last time and we haven't taken a full rest yet.
Well, just sneak up, get out best you can.
Okay.
I'll give
So-
you 5 minutes.
All right. So we are going to go back down. Actually, you know what? We can, since security seems to be rather lax here, we'll just kind of head down the main. Well, no. I think we should do this smart. We'll head down the back staircase at least to the second floor, and then we can head down the main staircase. After that, because they already have guests up on the second floor doing whatever it is they're doing.
Cool. Well, that sounds great. You work your way down. You can hear that the party is well underway. Every room is full of discussion, food, song, the screams of infernal entertainments. You really seem to have picked the good time to move through.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So we're just going to kind of head straight out the front door and start hightailing it back to the portal.
You get to the you get to the door, and the butler. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We haven't.
Yes.
We haven't had a chance.
Yeah, go ahead.
We haven't had a chance for the main guest of honor to give his blessing.
Places to go, people to kill.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Our lady called us away on a matter of some urgency.
Well, if duty calls, I guess I understand.
Yep, duty calls. Oh, by the way, Marvin, I hear the nanny has taken a particular liking to you. She likes you. Just food for thought.
Food for thought. Say that to a zombie. As opposed to thought for food.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the information. I will have to speak with her sometime soon. And
Sooner the better.
You hear a little voice. What? And then a worm pops out of his ear. Are you crazy? I'd think you'd lost your mind if I wasn't just crawling around in it.
Yeah, well, time will tell. All right, we gotta go.
Oh. Goodbye. And he sees you run off and then cocks his head. Wasn't there 4 of them? And he walks inside and you start hearing, as you're getting out of earshot, him start to make some announcement to the group. Now, I present to you... And then it just kind of fades off.
Okay. So, group's out of the building, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go down to the bottom floor, because this is how things work. I'm gonna use my birthday nat 20 to start a fire.
Where?
Somewhere in a discreet corner on the bottom floor, because that's how fires work. If it starts on the bottom, it gets harder to, because it rises, so it goes up to the top floors.
So wait a second, you're gonna run down to the first floor to start a fire?
Yeah. And find, as discreet a location as possible, but whatever. And if I need to, I have Produce Flame as a cantrip, so I can put on the Aarakocra mask and just ignite the place.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use a nat 20 to do it.
I like this. So you go down, you put on the mask, and you go to do that. Since we know you're gonna nat 20 it, let's play this out. So your party had just left. You hear from old Marvin, I present to you the supreme master of the nine hells, the lord of lies, the prince of evil, my due and true and great lord Asmodeus. And there's a burst of smoke and flame. The lord of hell slowly rises from the floor. His wide eyes glow as the fire below him casts haunting shadows across his face. His hair is rigid and twisting, appearing as a set of horns protruding from the back of his head. The whole room darkens as if all light is being consumed. And as he scans the ballroom, all the creatures bow in his presence. And then there is a whoosh. Flames coming from the corner, ripping their way up through the tapestries. And you see that glint of fire in Asmodeus' eyes. He smiles, laughs, says, "Now this is a party." As the flame from your spiral builds and billows, and you hear the screams of devils all around him, he begins to cackle. And you run out the front door.
Party time.
All right, perfect.
Excellent.
Maybe not the child, but you know, whatever. I came out what I set to do.
So I like this. Like right when, basically the guest of honor pops in to say, hey, you light the whole castle on fire, burn it around him with him laughing because he's gets to torture all of these like lesser demons and devils and so forth. Watch it all happen and then pop back home.
What can
That's
I
kind of
say?
fun. Maybe someday he'll
except
come
you're
back and
welcome.
thank me. You're welcome. I'm seeing that Asmodeus is enjoying himself as I'm leaving. I might just kind of like give him like a nod, like I
Finger guns.
yeah, finger gun at him as I leave.
Awesome.
Alright. Well, that was fun.
All right. Well, you make it out the door, and as you are running away, you see, well, the flames climbing high into the night like some kind of sacrificial rite. And you hear Satan laughing with delight. And eventually, in the background, that choir, that band of souls, the music slowly dies.
A day.
Of course, you'd think with all those demonic beings there, they could actually control that flame
be immune to
and, stop it. Well, yeah, immune to it, but, kind of put it out just with the thought.
Well, they probably could if it wasn't for Asmodeus taking an insane amount of pleasure out of getting able to torture all of those demons simultaneously with something that happened not of his hand.
Yeah, okay.
Basically. So, because there's like an order to hell, and so he can, even because he's lawful evil, there are things that even he is bound to.
Right.
So, because it was a third party, he can just be there and like tamp down their immunities and be like, no, I'm the only one immune here, and just make them all burn.
Wow. Okay.
Nice. Asmodeus and I teamed up. Anyways,
So,
that was fun. Great way to end the night.
yeah, you finished it with some Karasuthrian pie.
A nice knob.
I wonder if I'll ever get consequences for this action. Nah, who cares?
All right. Well, I'm assuming, meet up with your companions back at the Great Stairway.
Yep. I'm imagining like they're like looking at the giant like building this catching on fire, and they're like, "What did you do?" And I'm like,
Well, as those flames are burning, you also see the jungle slowly working its way back towards the fire. That whatever barrier was holding it back, the plants are aggressively taking over that singed ground.
Oh, nice.
So restoring nature to its rightful place. How about that?
Okay.
Well-
Anyway, cool. So, yeah, I think we did some good there. Other than that one poor soul that got carted off, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Oh, you guys did great. So, I mean, from here, I think it's safe to say that you climb your way back up all the way through the 2 layers to Tarna, and we'll pick up next time with you back in the city of Sigil.
Oh, perfect. Sounds great.
Nice.
It just seems like a good place to end.
Yeah, I
Finish
think
this leg of the journey and start the next.
Perfect. Yep.
So the episode was ending, so I'm like, well, better use that nat 20.
That's not like you would have lost it.
Well, yeah.
True. But it was such a
Whatever.
good use. It went with the story so well. I loved it.
Yep, it was good.
I haven't been truly chaotic in a while.
Good use of the Aarakocra mask too.
Well, yeah. I don't think a normal produce flame cantrip would have done much nat 20 or no nat 20, so boost it with the Aarakocra mask, because I know that happens. It also makes it seem like a masked justice. It's kind of cool. Oh,
Well, and it
that's
oh.
cool. And Asmodeus might
What?
only know me as that mask.
yeah, because that's all he saw was a bean and an Aarakocra mask giving him finger guns after, giving him the pleasure of torturing a bunch of demons.
Yeah. This'll definitely have consequences in the future, but I don't care. This is the first time I've gotten to do something chaotic that might actually affect future gameplay, so
Castros and Asmodeus just become pen pals.
that'll be great.
Except that, you know, Asmodeus, being the kind of being that he is always going to revel in destruction. Especially,
You're saying I don't?
especially like destruction of nature.
Cross
Yeah,
that-
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. You don't know that for sure.
I mean, he is lawful evil, so it doesn't.
Doesn't mean that
Yeah, it's
everything
not-
he does have to be completely and utterly destructive.
Exactly.
He has morals too. Even if he is evil, he still has ethics. Anyways,
Yay.
that was fun.
Oh.
Would that be considered a genocide? I just genocide a bunch of my own kind.
Yeah,
No.
not really.
Only technically.
Maybe a possible massacre, but not genocide.
Genocide, you have to do a more
See.
systematic killing. This is just more of a mass murder.
Well, and you
Yeah.
have to basically, you have to
Yeah.
kill a whole race.
Yeah,
or
and
species
I
or
mean,
something.
what he did was like, he just gave him the ability. They're not all gonna die. You just caused a whole bunch of harm. Yeah,
Ah, yeah.
because
Well, it'll at least
I
take them
mean-
a very long time to rebuild, and that makes me satisfied.
well, exactly. I'm just see if I can find the page here. Here, so like the various people that were there. The first one probably left. Glacia, Asmodeus's daughter. Titivilius, Dispater's trusted advisor. Let's see. Kindra Tilintos.
So you're saying he doesn't
Oh,
care
the-
about his own daughter?
Well, no, I'm saying I think she left, but like the other ones, like Ferna and Belial, Plane of Torture, Like these are all a bunch of demons and stuff that was there, so he got to do that. Oh, and then there was representatives from some other planes that he was able to take out at the same time.
So what you're saying is that Asmodeus kind of owes me.
Sure.
I don't think he will, but you know, I did like a little favor for him unintentionally, but it happened.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and happy
Anyways,
birthday
it was
again.
Cool. Yes.
I guess Abby
Glad-
saves hers for another time.
I'm sure it'll come up. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys have several adventures to go. I mean, that was just, the first of 4 items you're supposed to be picking up.
Yep. So first leg is done. Yay! On our way to, coming up with a truly epic weapon.
This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.
It's a good response.